that happen? Here's how it happens. According to the riches of his glory. According to the riches of his glory. Write that one down. Get this. The power of his Spirit is not given out of his riches, but according to his riches. You think, well, that's not very important. It's vitally important. That's why we're going to spend a little time with that. Don't miss that. Do you see the difference? This word according, it means commensurate with, in proportion to, consistent with, in line with. So it's like this. Let's say you develop a real heart for the poor and folks who are hungry, and you want to start a soup kitchen. How many of you want to do that? Well, here's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to need to have some money, right? But because you can't feed people with good intentions as much as you want to, you're going to need a little money. You're going to need a little scratch. You got to get this thing done. Good intentions aren't going to happen. Listen, ministry costs money. A lot of people don't really get that. Let's assume you have a friend. Now, you're going to start this soup kitchen, right? You have a friend that's crazy rich. And you go and you talk with him and you lay out your plan. You say, hey, here's how I want to serve. I believe God would have me to do this ministry in the community. And then you hit him up for an offering. And the guy writes you a check for $1,000. You're going, wow, that's not chicken feed, right? And you're grateful for that. But let's assume further that this guy is not just crazy rich, but he is a multi-billionaire. Man, he's got it. I mean, he's never going to spend that money in 50 lifetimes. He's got so much money, right? So he gives you $1,000. Now, that's good, and you're glad. But in reality, in his situation, multi-billionaire, that's not even a drop in the bucket. I mean, it's not even pocket change for this guy. So get this, he's giving out of his riches. Do you see the difference now? Now he comes in and he says, well, I'm going to write you a check for $10 million. Okay? Now he's giving according to his riches. Are you with me? You see the difference now? He's given according to it, consistent with how rich he is. I hope you see this in Scripture. So Paul is telling us this. Paul is telling us that God has not given us his riches out of his riches, but giving according to, in proportion to, consistent with, relative to his riches. Now, I want you to do something today. I want you to go home and I want you to reread this passage of Scripture in Ephesians chapter 3. And I want you to chew on this passage a little while today. Meditate on this word a little bit today. And let your jaw chew on this, because it's going to hit the floor the more you realize how significant this is. I mean, come on. Do you realize that he's made this power available to you? According what? To his riches, not out of his riches. He's not tipping you. He has made available to you. That's what we're praying for one another. Oh, God, I want brother so-and-so to have some power. I just have some power, some dunamis. I just have some power. Man, we're praying for God's power. We're praying for things, the fullness of who God is in the life of believers. We're praying this according to his riches.